Our goal is to help practitioners learn to teach safe movement practices that are suitable for all people. I've been a registered massage therapist for more than 20 years, and when I started incorporating applied somatics into my practice became easier on my body, became easier for my clients, the results were improved, and then I started to also teach the movements of applied somatics, which I am thankful that I can teach in groups because the groups of people benefit.
We offer both clinical somatic education, which means people can come in and use their hands as practitioners to facilitate greater change. So that could be a physiotherapist, massage therapist, kinesiologist. And then we also offer just straight up somatic education that is blended with yoga.
At the pelvis, as you compare, you can feel the contact of the pelvis, but you could also bring the flats of the hands to the front of the pelvis.
We blend somatics and yoga together for people just to study the movement modality. And then if they want to branch or go deeper, we look at clinical somatic education as well.
Andrew is passionate about teaching applied somatics to the people that attend the workshops. People have very positive things to say about the workshops.
Yeah, the knowledge that they have, so their background, the massage background, their yoga background, and then the somatics, and the way that they really bring it all together.
By the end of the 3-day workshop, Andrew had resolved some of the worst physical issues I had during that workshop. So I was sold. I'm back here for level 2 and level 3.
And I think like this particular one, because Andrew and Violet are so passionate about what they do.
Yeah. I think it has the capacity to change your entire being. If you look at your somatic self, to change the way you look at your environment, the way your body responds to everything, the actions that you take, the movements that you make, the foods that you eat. It really, on a personal level, really does deepen your whole experience.
One of the terms in somatics is less is more. So if you have somebody who has a challenge to their physicality and you put too much in front of them, they're going to be challenged too much to actually continue. In fact, they may get frustrated with the process.
What I'm doing is I'm coming up and I'm tucking my fingers to the palm so we can see the external or the internal rotation of the hand.
One of the things we've done, because we're healthcare practitioners, is learn to back off to this concept where less is more. And that's how we've designed the program, is that less is more, is to start with less and to build on this concept of adding more on.
Some of the somatic movements that are common to somatic educators are too complicated for those with injuries.
And then once you've relaxed the neck, bend your knees and put your feet flat. As you do, notice how your back and your pelvis are changing as you bend your knees.
And we've discovered over experiencing with clients how those movements can be modified so that they're safe and more comfortable for clients.
Options for workshops here at Applied Somatics, they can do 3 levels of somatic yoga, which is looking at somatic education and the exercises blended, and then clinical somatic education. There are also 3 levels, but there are 5 classes. The first level 1, there are 3 classes, and then there's 1 class at level 2, and then 1 class at level 3, and that's the clinical somatic education. So a total of 8 classes between the somatic yoga and the clinical somatic education.
When they leave the workshop, we'll be able to understand the science of somatics, which really helps us to understand where muscle tension comes from. So we want to think about their comfort in their own bodies and possibly histories of trauma, right? So we want to try and be respectful, and that's why we want to ask permission to touch first as well. And then use the clinical somatics hands-on in their practice of massage therapy or other rehabilitative practices. We're going to change to the left shoulder. Let the arm stay as relaxed as possible. It's only the shoulder that's going to lift. Let it slowly lift and then let it lower down slowly. Soften, let go. And the yoga teachers can bring the practice of movement and the awareness of the body's ability to self-control tension and release into their practice.
This is a great course. Take it.
Please contact us directly. We would love to help you learning about somatics and how to help your clients be more comfortable in their bodies and move with more efficiency and ease.